Qasim.
Assalamu alaikum, dear friends. Hope you're all doing well today. As we are commemorating the wafat of our 8th Imam, Imam Ridha alayhi salam, we are going to read you a short story about him. But before that, let me tell you a little bit about our 8th Imam. Imam Ridha was born on 11th of Dhul-Qa'dah in Medina. His mommy's name was Lady Najma. His father's name was Imam al-Qadim. He had one sister whose name was Sayyidah Fatima al-Masuma. Imam Ridha died on 29th or 30th of Safar and we visit his shrine in Mashhad where he is buried. Inshallah, we get to do his ziyarah very, very soon. Now let us begin our story. This story tells us why Imam Ridha was named Ar-Ridha, and this book is written by JUST-4-KIDS publications. It was nearly sunset, and Byzantine, the famous scholar, couldn't stop pacing back and forth. You see, he had just heard that the evil King Mamun was the one who named the 8th Imam Ar-Ridha. He knew that Ridha meant being content or happy, but he just couldn't understand why Imam Ridha would have accepted a title like this from Mamun, who was a known enemy of Islam. The more he paced, the more confused he became. As night approached, Byzantine couldn't sleep. He needed to know right away. Finally, he rushed out of his home to seek help from the Imam of his time, Imam al-Jawad, the son of Imam Ar-Ridha. He left in such a hurry that he even forgot to blow out his lamp. As Byzantine rushed past the houses, the villagers wondered, why is this man in such a hurry? When he finally reached the home of Imam al-Jawad, he paused before knocking. He thought the Imam might be resting and he didn't want to disturb him. After going back and forth in his mind, he decided his question was too pressing, and so he gently knocked on the door. To his delight, Imam al-Jawad happily opened the door. Byzantine asked for permission to enter, and the Imam kindly welcomed him. While catching his breath, Byzantine exclaimed, "It has been a long time since a question has bothered me so much. The more I think about it, the more confused I become. May I please ask you my question?" The Imam kindly agreed. Byzantine asked, "O son of Rasulullah, some of the enemies of Allah believe that Mamun chose the title Ar-Ridha for your father. However, we all know that Mamun is an enemy of the Ahlul Bayt. So how can this be true?" Imam al-Jawad patiently answered, "I swear by Allah that they have lied. This title was given to my father by the Almighty Allah. He was given this title because he was always content and happy with whatever Allah chose for him, and Allah was happy with him." As Byzantine listened carefully, another question popped in his mind. He asked, "Weren't all the prophets and imams content and happy with what Allah had chosen for them? Why then was only your father known as Ar-Ridha?" The Imam kindly replied, "Yes, you are right. The Prophet and all the Imams are also content and happy with what Allah has chosen for them. But my father was given this title because in addition to Allah being content and happy with him, his enemies were also content and happy." Byzantine's forehead wrinkled as he pondered deeply about the Imam's answer. His enemies were happy with him? Why? He asked. The Imam smiled and continued, "Let me tell you a story. One day Mamun wanted to embarrass my father, so he invited scholars from all over to debate with him, thinking he would lose. However, with the help of Allah, my father debated so well that everyone was in awe of his knowledge. All of the scholars left with smiles on their faces. As they left, they congratulated Mamun on having such a wise advisor, which made Mamun very happy and content with Imam Ar-Ridha." Byzantine nodded in approval and breathed a sigh of relief. He had finally received the answer to the question that was driving him crazy with curiosity. He asked the Imam permission to leave and bid farewell. He bowed and kissed the Imam's hand out of respect and gratitude, and then excitedly walked back home. As he made his way home, the sky was completely dark and the stars twinkled brightly. Nightfall had brought with it fresh, cool air and a sense of peace. When he walked into his home, he noticed that his candle was still burning. With a peaceful mind and happy heart, he blew out the candle and went to sleep, feeling content. O Allah, send your peace and blessings on Imam Ar-Ridha, who was always pleased with you and with whom you were always pleased with as well. Hope you learned something from the story, and now you know why Imam Ar-Ridha was named as Ar-Ridha. Jazakallah.
Make sure to like and subscribe. And don't forget to share.